to match up with Derek Carr and the Las Vegas Raiders. Men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And we are underway from Indianapolis. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. His first carry. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. On first down, it's Hines, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, 2nd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. Dances by him. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Pierce. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Back to throw. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And the Colts are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown. Michael Pittman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Play action. Carr. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Jacobs. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. So, Charles, here we are, Week 17. Both of these teams playing their 16th game of the regular season. And obviously for decades, that was the full season. But as we all know, a little strange, still one more game to go next week.
Yeah, Brandon, I think we're both interested to see how things play out next week because we know their division titles and wild card spots up for grabs, so those teams, no doubt, they'll be all in. But how would you like to go in front of a team that's 3-13 and say, okay, guys, one more time, let's go get them. If we win, it benefits someone else.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down.
Each team has its own terminology. Some people call it jumbo, some call it monster, some call it king. But it doesn't really matter. They brought in a big lumber to pick up that first down.
Yeah, you think about goal line defense with the goal line offense that time getting it done. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. He hits Adams, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Colton Miller, former first-round pick, called for the penalty there. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now they'll throw with Carr. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession, as they're looking at a second down and 9 to go. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. A nice little juke. And he's got some space here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 49 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
I know back in the good old days, just about every team was constructed to power run to the right side. We just saw a pitch to the right side that worked pretty well.
It's easier going to the right than the left?
It just used to be very simply that the right side was always the power side. I think that's just one of those old things. I'm not sure it's still the same, but on that play, it certainly felt like we were back to the future.
Yeah, and it worked. First and 10, Taylor now. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. That's on the tackle, Braden Smith. Looking to throw. Finding some room at midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. 2nd and 5. He finds his man complete. That's Pierce. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 30.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. They're going to look to throw. Got a man complete. It's Taylor. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. First and goal.
I think on defense.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Kylan Granson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2 for lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. Yeah, perfect omelet. Dropped it. So a little bit of a turnover. You went right back though and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
You got to do what you got to do.
A little worried about your hands, though.
Yeah.
Phillips now from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Raider offense set to get this drive started as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. Now it's Carr. They'll roll him out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That's Darius Leonard, the linebacker who got in and got into the turf. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Now a play fake. Carr out to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll try and run with a fullback, Johnson. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. Surprised at all that they went with a fullback there?
Not at all, because it harkened back to the days where we watched these games almost in black and white, right? The stocky guy, the strong guy, the powerful guy with leg drive, give him the football, and even if the blocking isn't perfect, he has the ability to scatter bodies and move people enough to pick up first downs. That's what we just saw right there.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach. That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Shotgun now for Carr. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. Stops short of the 25. The nice move couldn't ultimately free him. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd down. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Throwing on first down is Carr. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10. Carr. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, that play really didn't fool them. They completed the screen pass, but for lost yardage, a really nice play by the defense.
An extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Carr. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The toss here completed to Pittman. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now a play fake here on first down. This is caught. It's Woods. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now back to throw. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Woods. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Blankenship's kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
The final shot here before half for Carr. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this one is incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Phillips now from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Carr. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
To throw is Carr. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off at the 30. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead is now 24. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory.
I think it's about time I took my eyes off of the secondary or the guys with the football. How about the offensive line on that snap? They took care of business.
Absolutely, and when he can stay in the pocket like that, you're going to get big plays like we just saw. From the 5, 2nd and 4. Now again to the first man through, and that's Johnson. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Jacobs, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Raiders get a score closer. So now Carr, he'll lead the Raiders up to go for 2. To throw. And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Isaiah Rodgers to return. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 39-yard line. They run with Hines. And he's taken down inside the 30.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. It's Pierce. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real.
Touchdown! That's caught. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Phillips now from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. 46 yards on the ground for him so far. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On play action. Now Carr. He gets it left side to Johnson. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr rolling to his right. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On play action, it's Carr. Looking deep for Adams. A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Raiders on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Carr now to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now Carr, gotta have this one. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And the throw there going to be incomplete. That close on 3rd down, I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on 3rd and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball on any down and distance. But that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. They only needed that 1 yard going for it on 4th. I got to be honest, I thought they were going to stay on the ground. They surprised me. Did they surprise you?
I'm with you on that one. I thought they'd find a way to create some type of a power run and try and pick up the first down, but they decided keep the ball in the hands of the guy who could throw it, and it paid off.
Yeah, the decision paid off indeed. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
The Colts on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
53 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And he's going to have the first down as he's marked down just shy of the 20.
On 3rd and 1, it seems natural to just turn and hand it to the biggest guy you have in the backfield. But usually, he's not the primary runner. So for the defense, they're often keying on the running back because he's the guy who gets the ball more often, and the fullback is the blocker. When he ends up carrying the football, that's a heck of a tendency breaker, and now you're just trying to jump on his back and hold on.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
On first down, Carr. Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
2nd and 2. To throw, it's Carr. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Raiders on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time they face a 3rd and 2. He finds his man complete. That's Jacobs. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Again, they'll throw with Carr. Caught out right by Renfro. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. From the 31, Carr. Caught out left side by Robinson. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 15. There he goes goes left side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Phillips now from the end zone. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Now this goes out wide for Drake. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll lead here to a third down. Now Carr. He's going to let it fly. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. One final try now for Carr. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there.